are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They go play action. Cousins. That's caught. It's John Hightower. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Cousins to throw it. This will be taken in by Hightower. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A first down throw for Cousins. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll throw again. Cousins. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 3rd down, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. John Hightower. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21 and up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. A 1st and 10 here for Howell and the Commanders at their own 26. They'll go play action. Howell.
No, why didn't he throw that bitch over the top?
But this is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. And partner, on that interception, I mean, it looked pretty clear what they were trying to do. Just send 4 guys down the field and try to make a big play out of it.
Brandon, they might as well put all 4 of them in sprinters blocks and fired the starter's pistol and just said go and took a shot. Didn't pan out for it.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Niggas was getting
A
burnt.
great play there. 29 yards. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Hey, we're good.
On play action, Cousins. Throws right side, and
These
that's
niggas was
complete.
just getting burnt
And he's
all
gonna be
over the
out of
field.
bounds right at midfield. A gain of 37.
There's no doubt in my
Nigga
mind
running
that
the
not many
same
guys in this
play.
league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Cousins now from the 50. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Yellow. Hey, receiver. One.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Play action now, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Cousins again. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I need corners
And
bad.
they'll empty out the backfield.
Someone with some speed.
Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Second down and a run by Robinson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 26. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8, now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on third. Howell throwing on third down here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit at every level. And they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Hey, AJ over there looking for that meat.
Cousins, they are just not going to let up as he is in the end zone here for 2 more.
What you say?
I won't get added in your neck.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
You ready?
Fairly short kick from the 14.
This week.
Just out past the 20 to the 24.
My man's still in the round. I ain't even bust that bitch open.
Oh, Lord.
You
might need more than a week.
Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out.
I know how
to. The sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Robinson gets the toss.
Hey, my man's getting the Super Bowl. prefer winning
that'll
the Super
hurt
Bowl.
the average a bit as this time they're
Who
able
y'all
to
think
get
it's
him
gonna be?
behind the
I think it's
line.
gonna be them.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Eagles. Eagles. I ain't got faith in both.
I want the Niners to win, but I just think Brock Purdy gonna be the. If they don't make it, it's gonna be because of Brock.
And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense.
I already know
and
the
move the
Bengals.
ball
I just don't know
downfield.
who they going.
Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline.
Bengals, Chiefs, Eagles, 49ers.
Here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
You hear me?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Chiefs play the Bengals.
Everything right now that they touch on this side of the football
Eagles play the 49ers.
They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And
49ers play the Eagles.
Here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case
Yeah,
for
it's
that.
a good
Someone
game.
will flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. That's complete to Hightower. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Good route there.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. He's got room at the 30. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards. Again, it's Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right. They'll look to throw. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
I know this nigga's big cheese. I'm getting fucked up.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and
I ain't gonna lie, I'm sounding like that Discord chat. I mean, leave more and more.
It's been a struggle for them throughout the game.
Some of these niggas need a play count, goddammit.
That told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here?
This shit is ridiculous.
They go play action with Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Again, it's Robinson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Powell. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Sly able to put this one through, and they'll get back to it, but this remains a large deficit. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson.
Oh,
field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
My corners is getting burnt every play. And it's not just one corner, it's like every one of them.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Powell. Open man is Samuel. Complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Robinson with another carry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and then a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Robinson on a give right side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change
Hey,
up because the teams
is there a way to see your shades on 2K after you do your build?
Back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes
Your
when you open
shades?
things up a little bit, you can get.
And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. Finding room at midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down there on a pick.
So go to like edit or where it says edit.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now you look at the scoreboard.
I'm trying to figure out who else my dude shade of, because my shade is Shaquille O'Neal and Dirk Nowitzki. I'm trying to figure out what else can my dude do.
Strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game.
I thought you said shade.
Make sure it's a good one and close.
Oh, now like you know I said the 3 shades after you build your build. That great.
And it's good for a first. I don't know what they
Cause I got the step back down pack, and I got the Shaquille O'Neal joint, and I don't know what else my dude can do.
Trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Oh, Johanna got hurt. Wow. And I was looking at the injury list. Ain't that some shit?
Tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again. We don't know how many opportunities because they've been sputtering a little bit.
Absolutely. At this stage in the second half, to get there and not get it for the first time, tough. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Off the play fake, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Cousins now. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line